Hey guys, Apocalypso here, back with another video, and this is episode 9 of Extreme AI Matchups. I think it's episode 9. Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyway, so the matchup this time is the Franks versus the Persians. So it's Constable Richemont as, I probably totally butchered that, as the Franks, and uh, Sh Shahan Shah Kavad as the Persians. Names are hard, okay? Anyway, I'm going to go over their bonuses and texts and stuff. So, the Franks are a cavalry civilization, and let me just make sure I'm recording. Yeah, I am. Okay, good. So, the first bonus is that castles cost minus 25%. That's obviously helpful for, well, maybe I shouldn't say obviously, but that's why I'm explaining it. But it's helpful for securing resources and new locations that are potentially dangerous. Like if they're close to the enemy base, you can build more castles, which is obviously great. I keep saying obviously. It's great for like I said, securing resources, but it's also a good defensive bonus too, because if you're being attacked, uh, you can you don't have to spend as much stone to get a castle up. So even if you're not being attacked, you can just put more castles up to defend your base better. So it's a helpful bonus. So cavalry plus 20% hit points starting in feudal age. Now, back in the day, this only applied to knights, which meant because they didn't have bloodlines, um, their their scouts were terrible because bloodlines wasn't in the original Age of Kings. It wasn't in the original game. It was added in the Conquerors, which it basically had a similar effect to the Franks cavalry bonus, or their knight bonus, I should say. So it was a bit of an overlap. The knights bonus for the Franks was still better, but the thing is, since they didn't have bloodlines and it only applied to their knights, it meant that their scout line was terrible. But they changed that. So I think in the Forgotten, or I don't know, one of the expansions from the HD era, that it applies to all cavalry. So that's great. And that means that Frankish paladins have, I think, 190 hit points, which is a lot. That's almost double what a regular knight without bloodlines has. So that's their knights are very good. And that's probably the main reason that they're currently the number one civilization in win rate online. I'm not kidding. They're statistically the best civilization in the game. Farm upgrades are free and require the mill. So you can't, obviously, since, well, you don't know, maybe not all of you know this, but farms require mills in order to be built. So it makes sense that they require the mill because you can't even build farms without a mill, unless you're the Khmer, which we'll get to in their episode. But um, anyway, little explanation there. But that's great because it's a great eco bonus because you don't have to spend the time and resources to get those upgrades. So you get the benefit right away, and that means a better wood to food conversion because farms cost wood for some reason. I'm not sure why, but whatever. So foragers work 15% faster. I'm not sure what the historical justification for this is, but I guess they just wanted to give them an early game bonus. So foragers are the people who work at berries, right? In case you didn't know that. But they work faster, so you get food faster in the Dark Age, which is good because when you get food faster in the Dark Age, you're able to advance more quickly and have a leg up on your opponent. So that's a good bonus, even if it is small and only really effective in the Dark Age. But it's a good early game bonus. Sorry. Knights have +2 line of sight as their team bonus. It's not super helpful on its own for the Franks, but it can be great for like a team with like the Huns or another civilization like that with strong knights. Like I think the Magyars come to mind, even though the Magyars are mostly focused on light cavalry. I believe they do have good knights too, so a Frank Magyar team would be quite good, I think. But so the unique units for the Franks is very interesting. It's the throwing axemen. It's a Frankish unique infantry unit with ranged melee attack, strong versus infantry, weak versus archers and siege weapons. So it's basically what it sounds like. It's an infantry unit that does melee at range. Melee units normally only do up close damage, but this time it's a ranged attack, which is cool. Yeah. Um, it's not super helpful on its own. People don't usually go for it in the game unless they're new, but because knights are just better. But what people will sometimes do is they'll have them in place of the hand cannoneer. Even though the Franks do get hand cannoneers, um, they're kind of expensive because they require an upgrade first, and they're only available in the Imperial Age. So you're going to be going up against a lot of pikemen and halberdiers because of your good cavalry. So people will use it, use the throwing axemen in place of the hand cannoneer in low gold situations or in the castle age if they need to counter the pikemen that are going against the knights. So it's a pretty good army composition, and something Spirit of the Law pointed out in his Frank Civ overview is that people will tend to make mangonels or the onager line against the throwing axemen, and since the Franks get bombard cannons, which are strong against siege, people will basically mix in bombard cannons to deal with the enemy onagers, and then you've more or less got a complete army composition. So it's pretty good. And hand cannoneers are good too if you can afford them. They're really effective against infantry. But that's enough of that. So the first unique tech of the Franks is called Chivalry. It increases the production speed of stables by 40%. So since they use stables a lot for knights, it's it's a good technology. You can get more units out in less time, which means you can have stronger knights, um, and yeah, more of them than your opponent because you have more production in the same amount of time. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's also a kind of expensive technology. It's 400 wood and 400 gold. So unless you have a lot of gold floating around, I wouldn't research it unless you think it's going to pay off. Because you need that 400 gold for other things that might be more worthwhile. So the other unique technology is Bearded Axe. So throwing axemen have +1 range. This was the original technology for the Franks. That's probably why it's not as powerful. But +1 range isn't that much. But I guess it's helpful. But throwing axemen, like I said, are not very common to make. So that's it's a pretty weak technology, I'd say, but whatever. I'm not the original developers. Okay, so on to the Persians. They're also they're also a cavalry civilization. So it says they start with plus 50 wood and food. So that's good. Um, because you get a more forgiving start. It's not a super strong bonus, not as strong as other bonuses like the Lithuanians have an insane uh starting food bonus. I'll get to that in their own episode. Man, I'm such a tease. Anyway, the town center and dock have 2 times hit points. Work rate is plus 10% feudal, plus 15% castle, plus 20% in imperial age. Now, people will use that sometimes as like a cheese bonus, which has a name I'm not going to repeat because I don't know if it's bad or not. You can look it up. You can look it up for yourself, but I'm not going to repeat it. I just like to call it Persian cheese. It works for me. But basically, people will delete their starting town center and build it right next to the opponent. And because they have double hit points, they're going to come out on top. And then they pretty much win the game that way. Or at least severely cripple their opponent. So it's a very interesting strategy, I have to say. Uh, it's hard to deal with sometimes. So you basically have to hope that your opponent's not going to go for it. Okay. So the versions have a below average number of bonuses, only 2, but it's um it's there's still a really strong civilization apparently. But the team bonus is that knights have plus 2 attack versus archers. Now knights normally don't have any attack bonuses at all, including versus archers, but they're still strong against archers because they have high pierce armor and they're also fast, so the archers can't really deal with them that well, unless they're in small enough numbers and there's micromanagement involved, but I'm not going to go into that. But long story short, the entire team gets stronger knights against archers if the Persians are on the team, so that's good. So the unique unit is the War Elephant. Persian unique units. Slow and powerful cavalry. Strong versus buildings and units at close range. Weak versus monks. Now, this is a very strong unit. It has the regular version has 450 hit points, and the elite version has 600 hit points, which is a lot. But they're very slow, and they're also easy to convert, which is especially the case because the Persians don't get heresy. In fact, all of the civilizations with access to elephants except one don't get heresy, and that's because it's supposed to have a weak point against elephants, which is monks. Also, spear units have a huge bonus against elephants. So you can't just send in elephants alone and expect them to do well. You basically have to back them up with something. And in case of the spear units, that's where the Persians' access to hand cannoneer comes in, because they have a bonus against infantry, and the spear units are infantry, so that's cool. Camels are also pretty strong against elephants too. So that's why you can have either camels of your own or your own halberdiers, because they get access to halberdiers. Which is that's pretty good. But you could also deal with monks using hussars. So war elephants are powerful, but they're not good alone. But the Persians have a lot of options to deal with the, the war elephants' counters. So they're a very flexible civilization in that way. So the unique techs are Commanderin. I think that's how you say it. The archer line gold cost is replaced by additional wood cost. So they become what's known as trash units. Now you can see they don't have Arbalester, so they're not going to be as strong as other civilizations archers, but you can get more of them out because they don't cost gold. But you see, they have a they cost 45 gold, which that's changed the wood, so it's more of a wood cost. But wood is less of an issue in the late game than gold, so you're still going to have a huge leg up on your opponent in terms of archers. This unique technology was actually something else in the HD days. It's called boiling oil, and it gave castles and maybe towers a bonus against rams. Not super helpful. That's presumably why it was replaced with something more useful and also more historically distinct. Anyway, the Imperial Age unique technology for the Persians is mahouts. War elephants move 30% faster. Now, their huge drawback is that they're slow, which is primarily the reason they're weak against monks, aside from the aforementioned lack of heresy. But with this technology, they are able to close the gap a little bit better, even though they're still terrible against monks. But because they're faster, they're a little less vulnerable, and they can also get to their location faster. So that's basically a brief rundown of both civilizations. So I'm gonna speed through the beginning here, like I always do. Hold up, I'm just gonna check the options here. I want to make sure. There we go. I was gonna check to see if I was recording or how long I've been recording. I didn't want the sound to be gone. So anyway, so it seems typical Dark Age stuff. Really, they're gonna need another house if they're on it. Okay. Oh, going for a boar here. Wait a minute, hold up. What's the stage? Oh, the map. Sorry, not the map. The map is Baltic. I normally go into that at the beginning, but I forgot this time. It's basically, let me turn the fog of war off. It's basically just a big, big body of water. Not sure I'm not sure how different it is from Mediterranean, but it is considered two different things. So, okay, they're all going. Well, he's going for ships, it seems. What is he doing? He's just scouting right now. But he's also going for ships, but he has more ships out, I think. He has 3, and they're all working, so... No, he has 3 too that are working. That one appears to just be scout or something. I'm not sure. Oh! They're on the way to the feudal age. They both are. Now, the Franks have the the Western European architecture, which the Britons had in a previous episode, and the Persians have the Middle Eastern architecture that was introduced in the last episode. So that's basically the scoop. You probably heard that. I'm probably not gonna keep muting when I need to drink the water. He's starting goal already. That's good, I suppose. No. Yeah. So now he's in the feudal age. So this is where the fun begins. Alright. Yeah, he made another dock now, so I think that's the money to build. So how many... Oh, this seems to be a huge strat. This seems to be a thing that the AI likes to do on water maps. They have a dock and then they have a watchtower right next to it. I'm not sure why, but I guess it's just the thing that they do. Only seems to be on this. It only seems to be when they spawn up here, though. It's strange. You know, he doesn't seem to be doing it down here, which is very odd. He's also going for fire galleys. Now, how good is the Frankish navy? Let's see. Actually pretty good. The only thing they're missing is elite cannon galley, but they're also missing shipwright, which means their ships are going to be more expensive. But also, this is a water map, so remember that the Persians get both 2 times hit points for their docks. You can see 3,600 versus 1,800, and they also work 2 times faster, so he gets more efficient ships out as well as more navy. So he's gonna see here. I think he's just scouting for now. He's not attacking them. Could be wrong, but no, he just looks like he's scouting. What's in here? I can't tell. So, oh, he's building a blacksmith. He's still on berries. How's he doing on berries? Remember he collects faster, so yeah, you can't tell because I'm on the other player's perspective, but let's see. Yeah, you'd see going up pretty slowly, but if we take a look at the other side, it's going up much faster. Well, maybe not much faster, but marginally faster, so that's the forge bonus that works. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, the tower is shooting at this fishing ship. What is he doing? He's gonna die. Oh. And now I know what they had garrisons. Fire galleys, and so now it's a fire galley war here. Oh, he has the numbers advantage that the Persians do. So, looks like this is not gonna go well for the Franks. Yeah, they both lose 2 ships, I think, but, oh, there's another fire galley, but it's still not gonna end well. Because, obviously, wait a minute, I just heard a tower get built. Oh, yep, he did it too. I figured he was probably gonna do it eventually. Wonder if the difference between Baltic and Mediterranean is that Baltic is wintry. I'm not sure. No, that's just a cosmetic difference, though. I think Baltic might have more, like, finger-shaped likes. Like, yeah, you can see, like, it has this huge jut down out there, but I don't think Mediterranean has that. He's, making another lumber camp here. That's an interesting choice. He's gonna need wood, though. He's gonna make a lot of ships. Right now it's just making a market. That's interesting. he needs to put another lumber camp here. He doesn't have one super close. They're gonna be gathering wood quite slowly. He does have a lot of ships, though. How many does he have? 9. How many does... 10. Yeah. So, it's very close numbers, I'd say. Oh, they're all going forward. Now he has 11, so now he actually has more. What is he doing? Okay. I don't know what's going on. Why does he just keep going out there and decide not to go through with it? This is so strange. Yeah, the towers. I turn down the graphics. Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn that graphics up. I'm getting some lag. Let me fix that. Pause the game and pause the record. Okay, I'll just turn the graphics down so it doesn't lag as much. I think we're good. You can see there's not that filter anymore. I think I might have had bloom on by mistake. Not sure. Oh, but he does have a lot of ships here. If he chooses to actually engage them, which he doesn't seem to be doing, I don't know what he's doing. What is he doing? No, he just... He could have prevented that ship from dying if he had brought forward his ships, but now he's not doing that. I don't know why. The AI is so strange. Oh, now he's going forward. Now these ships are going to come over from here. But I think he does have a numbers advantage in this fight, so I think this is going to be a victory. Even with only part of them engaging. But he's pulling back units now, which is very strange. Now he's gonna lose this fight here because he decided to pull back the troops. Pull back the ships, you could say. But now the Persians are in the Castle Age. But Franks are also on their way to Castle Age. What? Scouts getting harassed by the fire galleys, excuse me. And this galley is shooting at the scout, but he doesn't have ballistics, so it doesn't hit. So, ha. Okay, alright, is he going to choose to engage all of these ships? Oh, they had just upgraded the galleys, their war galleys, so now that also includes the fire galley upgrading to fire ship. It's an all-in-one upgrade, so now he has superior ships. Persians do. But you can see the Franks have a demolition raft. How many do they? He just took out, like, at least one fishing ship. I'm not sure how many. Might have taken out two. I have to look again. But he just took out another fishing ship. Now it's definitely only one. But he's taken out two fishing ships now. But he's in the Castle Age now, so but he does. Yeah, okay. He's still at Fire Galley. But he's going to presumably research the upgrade at some point. He has a couple of galleys now himself. But he should avoid water engagements until he has equal upgrades. I'd say that's probably a good idea, but he's not doing that. Stays a bit headstrong and choosing to take the water fights instead. Oh. No, now I got the upgrades, so he's going to be a bit more even now. Yeah, so it seems to be going a bit better for him, although these galleys are hit and run that, or a war galleys hit and run that fire ship. So another war galley will go down, so. But he doesn't have... Navy army has really dwindled now. Naval numbers have really shrunk because of that engagement. So he's gonna have to regroup and make some more, I think. Does he have any land troops? He does have a stable and an archery range, which could come into play later, but he doesn't seem to be focusing on land right now. I have to say, Franks on water is something I would have never seen because they don't have any bonuses for it. They're definitely much more of a land civilization. But because the civilizations are chosen by blind vote and the map is just randomly chosen, we get these interesting matchups. And he does have a second town center. It's 3 town centers. Yeah, there's one right by this wood line. There's a lot of farmers. This is extreme, so yes, I figured it was. Oh, he does have a couple knights. You see, they have 120 hit points, which is how much they would have had with Bloodline. So it's actually equal to the effect of Bloodline right now, but it ends up being better later. So they have equivalent knights in Castle Age, but later in the game they get better knights because the bonus works differently than Bloodlines. What's going on here? That scout was getting attacked by the tower. Oh, here's a check in on our Persian friends here. Where's Gerard Butler when you need him? Anyway, so he seems to be collecting a lot of gold. He does have 3 docks right here, and these villagers are going to be dropping off these docks because of a there was a patch in Definitive Edition, maybe about a year ago or something, that basically gave fishermen the ability to drop off at docks. So previously they had to build a mill right by in order to efficiently drop off food, but now you can drop them off at the dock, so that's cool. But it's only fishermen though. Oh, he's going forward with the knights. How much does he see? He actually sees quite a lot. Oh, but they're gonna get driven off by these war galleys here. Actually, no, they're not, because he's just gonna bring them right back. Because knights have high pierce armor, so they just don't care about the war galleys. So the town center fire isn't going to phase him much either, although he is going to pull back some of the knights. But these other knights are coming forward to raid. And he's going to attack this tower here, it seems. Oh, did I just hear him make a monastery? Yeah, I did. Oh, there's some spearmen. Yeah, these spearmen are not going to be... Oh, they just upgraded pikemen, though. Yeah, these knights are going to die. That's a surprise. But he did take down most of the HP of the towers, so... Let's look at their... Yep. Look at the beautiful monastery. This is my favorite monastery in the game. There's a lot of lag. So the animations are quite jerky. I don't know what's going on there. Try zooming out a bit, maybe that'll help. Nope, the animations are still kind of jerky. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, these knights are gonna die, so... He has a couple of knights here, though. They seem to be 4 knights. They seem to be returning to their home base, so... He is making more knights, though, so... I'm not sure why everything's so jerky. It only comes into play in certain areas. Like, it looks fine right about here. Well, he's making knights of his own, so... Very interesting. But, is he gonna go for war elephants? Or, he could go for crossbow too, but that might not be great against the knights. Wait, hold up. You just tried to place a mining camp here. He's gonna be able to place it because it's technically, the slope means that he's technically not in the way of anything. It just lagged there for a second. He's gonna try to build that mining camp. Yeah, he doesn't see that there's a mining camp there. But it isn't actually in the way, because like I said, Persians just advanced to the Imperial Age. Yep, these kept trying to place the mine camp, but gave up. So they attacked the ships. Hold up. That monk appears like it might. Yep, it converted the villager. Very interesting. Hold up. Oh, okay. Bit of a battle going on there. But he did make a mill right by this dock and started farming. That watchtower is a very convenient location because it guards those farms. The villagers farming. And that scout looks like it's gonna die. Yep, it died. Okay. Now, the thing you should know about Persian infantry is that, aside from having halberdiers, it's terrible. They're the only civilization in the game that doesn't have two-handed swordsmen. So they're just stuck along swordsmen. You have Castle Age units going against Imperial Age units, which is not ideal. Now, the Franks are in the Imperial Age, so he's going to get access to more things. It has a mining camp here, but it doesn't seem to be mining stone at all. So, oh, this is going to be a long recording. I looked at the time, and oh, he's building 2 barracks and an archery range. Presumably he's trying to go for pikes, which would be a good call. But oh, Persians have Cavalier now. I think the Persians do get Paladin, so Persians, yes. Yes, they get Paladin. One of the few non-European civilizations that have access to Paladin. So that means both the Franks and the Persians have Paladins in this fight. The Persians have bloodlines, I believe. It would be crazy if they didn't. Yeah, Persians have bloodlines. The Franks do not, but the Franks have that HP bonus, which gives them overall more hit points in the Imperial Age. So roughly even fight. He also is Cavalier now, so placing a castle here. This is a mod. This is a mod here. I have. It's a very popular mod. The guy whose face that is a professional AoE 2 player named Doubt, D-A-U-T, and he's very famous for having these. Oh, these Cavaliers are chasing this scout. I think he's just scouting though. But Doubt is very famous. Oh, holy cow! There's a huge push here. Whoa, this is a big engagement. Okay. Yeah, so he does have halberdiers, so wow. Okay, this actually turned out quite badly for the Persians, even though it looked like they had even numbers. I think the halberdiers really turned the tide. Oh, whoa, holy cow. Okay, that tower will go down. He's being raided on the shoreline. You know that dock went down, so now he just has these 3 docks here. Actually 4, but this dock's getting attacked too. So this is not going well, I have to say. Yeah. So this castle in the back is not going to do a lot of good. Not sure why I built it in the back. It doesn't have murder holes researched, and it doesn't have ballistics researched either. It's going to be very bad against that scout. Okay, this market is very weak. About to go down. Also, this siege workshop is under fire too, quite literally. Oh, that monk will attempt a conversion. He actually did convert one of the fire ships, but it's not going to do much good because it'll get destroyed. Rip. Anyway, there's a big engagement here. Okay, so now he's Paladin. You see, Paladin. Well, actually, 192 hit points, not 190, but 192. The 2 hit points matter. And now, with the 180 hit point, 100 HP, 180 HP Paladins versus 192 HP Paladins. You tell me which one's better. So, but now the Persians have hand cannoneers, so they can fight the halberdiers. Oof. But now the Persians are actually starting to win here. It seems. Hard to tell. This is mostly just a paladin battle. That turned out. Yeah, it's kind of loud. This is basically just a paladin battle. It's a big engagement though. This is a huge battle event. They just made a bunch of troops. Yeah, wow. Okay. So, actually the Persians do seem to be losing now. It looked like they were gonna win there for a while, but they ended up losing. Probably because of the extra HP. The Franks have their Paladins. But overall, this is a very interesting matchup because both civilizations are very cavalry-oriented. And now the Persians have halberdier as well, so. Yeah. So, right now, things are just happening. Sorry, you might not have heard that. My hand was in front of my mouth. Oh, he just built another castle here, so that's actually good. That helps secure the front lines a little bit better. I don't know how long that's been there, but it's good. Oh, now he's sieging the castle. Okay. It's very interesting. Oh, explosions here. Let me... No, that's fine, really. I guess it's fine. But that trebuchet goes down. This castle is perfectly safe. But now these trebuchets are going to go down, I think. But these rams are going to come forward to... Yeah, rams have a bonus against siege. I don't know if you knew that. So now these rams are going to go after this weak castle. So these paladins are going after the rams, but the halberdiers are there to stop them. So I think this castle is going to go down. Three cap rams took down that castle pretty easily. But the navy is really killing a lot of units though. Kind of insane. Okay. Now he has another trebuchet though, so. Okay, so still doesn't have ballistics research. Anyway, he seems to be going for mostly skirmishers and ships right now. I'm not sure why skirmishers. But he's also queuing halberdiers too, which is a wise choice. Does he have murder holes? I don't know. It doesn't look like it. But, yeah, those units went down anyway, so Oh, he's gonna drop another castle here. Oh, this might actually end up being a doubt castle. Oh, he's gonna drop another castle. What? Oh, okay. Oh, that one went down, and now this one went deleted too. So, yeetus deletus. Anyway, what's going on? These villagers are really going to die here. How many halberdiers does he have? About 20, it looks like. Assuming those are all halberdiers. Probably are. But, wow. These paladins are going down pretty quick. Uh-oh. This castle went down, though. He does still have the back castle, but that's not going to do a lot of help. Not going to do a lot of good here. And now, Persians have a lot of gunpowder now, so they can really deal with these halberdiers. You can see he's queuing a whole lot of halberdiers. You see all of them up at the top. It's crazy. This cavalry units are gonna go down. These halberdiers are gonna go down because of the hand cannoneers. So, yikes. This is not going well for the Persians, or the Franks, I mean. No, it's going really well for the Persians. It's not going well for the Franks. Quite the push. 4 rams, light cavalry, skirmishers, some paladins, mostly hussars. That's crazy. So, you see he's desperately trying to keep up production, but he just can't. But, ooh, the cavalry's going down now. But all these hand cannoneers are taking down the halberdiers quite easily. So, but, yep, he just lost a ram, but there are 2 more here, so, actually 3 more. A bunch of rams on the field. And the cavalry, light cavalry, are trying to take them down. But they're dying because of the hand cannoneers and the halberdiers. So, pretty crazy. Oh. But now he's incorporated a trebuchet into his army. Oh. Is that bombard cannon I saw? Yeah, they're bombard cannons now, so that's cool. So, mostly, his army seems to mostly consist of skirmishers now, which is actually a good call because of the huge amounts of hand cannoneers. But they also have their own skirmishers, which means, well, they're gonna have a bonus against each other. Ooh. Even with these halberdiers, they can't really take down cavalry. Because the skirmishers are taking them out. So, wow. Holy cow. Right? And meanwhile, he's being raided on the shoreline. So he's losing on every front. I think this game is about to be over. There's not really much you can do at this point. Persians just keep throwing units at him. Wow. But they seem to have roughly the same army composition now, which is pretty hilarious. This gold mine was gonna get denied. Okay, they've dispersed for a while. Maybe. Nope. Maybe not. Okay, all these... There's still a few hand cannoneers, but they seem to mostly be dead. I think the skirmishers must have taken care of them. This is very entertaining, I have to say. I hope all of you are entertained as much as I am. Because this is a very interesting game. Now, he's not going for throwing Axemen, and I don't think the throwing Axemen would really help in this situation. Because they're kind of slow. They're like really slow, so it's not really a great unit. Yeah. So, these bombard cannons, how many are there? I can't tell. How many bombard cannons are there? Just that one. How many skirmishers are there? 37. 37's on screen, a lot more than that. He seems to have a lot more units. Ranged units, about 50. 40 infantry units for the Franks, so it's not as big. So this is insane. This is actually a very interesting game. These farmers are really having a lot of trouble here. They're trying to farm. It's a little weird terrain glitch. It's existed since the original game, so don't worry about it. I'm not sure why it's a thing, but now this trebuchet I think is targeting. Yeah, this trebuchet is targeting the town center. He does have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 town centers. But I think this is probably the main one. Maybe this one's the main. I think this one's the main one. But anyway, this one's gonna go down. Yeah. So, oof. These skirmishers aren't gonna do a whole lot against these hussars. But there's still a lot of them. These farmers are just happily farming away even though they don't have any drop-off building, which is kind of funny. Oh, yep, so skirmishers have a bonus against pikemen. That was introduced in the Conquerors because of trash wars. That monk went down. Is this trebuchet? That trebuchet I don't think is gonna go down. Nope. Nope, that halberdier died. So this trebuchet is going somewhere, I don't know what he's doing. Oh! Yeah, so the Persians have cannon galleon now, so that's very interesting. But I think this game's pretty much a lost cause. How's it doing on this side of the base? He has 2 more castles, so 3 in this area. That's insane. Okay. It looks like this trebuchet might go down. Or not. It looks like this town center is under siege now too. At least it looks like it is. Yeah, it definitely is. Just a bunch of stuff going on. Persians are just taking over. These these cannon galleons are destroying like all of these buildings. So they're losing population space. Oh, well, I mean, he's not necessarily losing population space right now because he has those 3 castles. So, but he's probably going to start losing it soon. Yeah, I see, you just lost some. Wait a minute. No castles go down right now. But, oh, he's gonna, he attempted to place a foundation for another castle. What? What is he doing? Why is he placing the foundation and then just deleting it? Doesn't make any sense. Well, whatever. The point is he's losing. That's all you really need to know. I'm not sure how he lost the game. Maybe if he went more for hand cannoneers, he might have been able to deal with all of the halberdiers. I'm not sure what he could have done differently. I mean, they were pretty evenly matched. Aside from the Navy. So this is... Now this town center is under siege. So this town center is going to go down, and that is his only town center. So he better get to repairing that. Now, like, there are currently... Yeah. He should repair that, like, ASAP, but it goes down, so it doesn't matter. But now he has no town centers. Why are all these nodes got deleted at once? It's so weird. You see that? They all, like, got deleted simultaneously. See all this grass here is where all those buildings used to be. That's insane. So now, this cavalry are gonna come in and swarm the place, and I think they're probably gonna have to call it. He doesn't really have anything left. Yeah, all of these villagers are gonna die, probably. Yeah. He seems to be making, like, trash units. Did he run out of gold? No, he has plenty of gold, but he doesn't actually have anybody on gold, so that could be why he's going for it. But oof. Yeah, everything's just getting destroyed. He doesn't have anything. He has, like, no resources. He has 2 relics generating gold, but no food. He has people on food, but he doesn't have, like, a lot of food, and has barely any wood. So he doesn't really have any resources, really. But, ooh, these castles are really... 4 castles. When did he build those other castles? But that's where the cheaper castle bonus comes in. But now all these villagers are protected in this castle, but they won't be for long. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go after these castles. Yeah, these castles are being gone after. So, yeah, yikes. This is not ending well. I think he's just leaving his army. Well, not really, but his cannon galleons are doing most of the work here, because they can outrange castles. So, yep, yikes. And that castle goes down. And I think these other 3 castles are going to go down too. So, now he's siege ram. So, he did build a town center up in the north, but it's actually the west. No, east. Building a town center up in the east, or in the east, but the base is being harassed by cannon galleons, so... Yeah, this castle's definitely gonna go down. I think all of these castles are gonna go down. I don't know why he's still hanging on. It's very clear that he lost this. The game's been going on for 1 hour and 15 minutes. He just lost another castle. Just come on, give it up, man. Give it up, okay? You're about to lose your only castle. Just give it up. I don't know why he's still playing. He's an AI, so I can't expect him to think like a human. All of these villagers are garrisoned in this castle, but they're gonna have to eject. Yep, they ejected. So, oh! But these villagers are going to go after this ram. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because this town center got destroyed. They didn't have the resources for a new one, so... It was over. They couldn't do anything. Oof. That was like, that was disgusting. That was a disgusting game. Military. Persians had 118 military units versus 97 for the Franks. Um, that's not a huge difference, but it is a sizable difference nonetheless. Economy. Persians were better in every way. What can I say? Persians were first to every single age, and they also had 100% of the map explored. Pretty typical stuff. They both had 5 castles in total and 2 relics, but the Persians had more relic gold because I think they probably had it longer. So timeline. This is a very wacky timeline. It's actually not. It's actually pretty normal. It's not that strange, but this is really the point where it just became a point of no return for the Franks. They got slaughtered that game. Anyway, um, thanks for watching, I guess, and I'll see you. Well, first let me plug because if you want to see more like this, just consider subscribing if you want to. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, so it'd be really cool if I could get there in the next month or so. So please consider subscribing. And I guess hopefully you'll see the next episode, and I'll see you in another video. Peace.